Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slab Chalks.
Here at Stage 4 Designs, we are all about innovation and athlete safety. We've been doing this since 2015, designing the most innovative obstacles in the sport, and now with our partnership with the World Ninja League, we are very excited to bring some of our best designs to the highest level athletes in the world. For our process, it all kind of starts right here in our digital design. There's a much more deliberate process now in what we do, with our goal being the utmost in athlete safety. So we put everything into our digital design first, make sure it's all gonna work, then we procure the parts. We learned the process and refined it to what we feel are some of the highest quality urethane products you're gonna find in the Ninja space, and that all happens here at our custom-built workbench. A lot goes into our urethane, and we are very proud of the work that we do there. Everything that we build here at Stage 4 is all custom made in-house. It's not like we have a stock of a bunch of stuff. So when you do place an order with us, that order comes through and we basically build everything from scratch. Paint department is scalable. We basically hand paint most things, but some things that require a little bit more spray or bigger, we're capable of that as well. These athletes put these obstacles through some of the most rigorous circumstances that you can think of, and we want to try to plan for every contingency. We never want an obstacle to break on anybody. We always want our stuff to feel solid and not move around a whole lot, so that the athletes can trust their skills to throw the biggest moves that they possibly can on anything that we put out there. Our CNC machine handles all of most of our flat goods. It's the workhorse around here. It actually does a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of cutting things out. We don't do any of our flat goods by hand. We make sure that everything is exactly the same and replicable, so that, you know, if you're doing courses or you have athletes that are going either head to head or the same obstacle that you're gonna find at one Ninja gym is gonna feel exactly the same if you go to another Ninja gym or your home for that matter, so that there's consistency with all of our product. Over the years, as we've added to our suite of products that we offer, we realized that pipe and metalworking is becoming more and more commonplace in Ninja obstacles, and to meet that demand, we've added the ability to do that here as well. So a lot of the obstacles that you'll see that we design and develop are meant to go on truss, and pipes are a big part of that. So we've added a pipe bending station here and look for, in the future, us to offer a lot more innovative obstacles that kind of exist in that space where pipes are a big part of it. So here, everything that we put out is tested by real ninjas before it goes out. We want to make sure that our obstacles can stand all sorts of unforeseen circumstances. We know that Ninja athletes move in ways that are innovative and new, and we want to try to account for as many of those as we can and make sure that those obstacles hold up. So we test everything. Over the last 10 years, Stage 4 Designs has been committed to developing the most innovative obstacles that you're going to find, but also the safest and most reliable obstacles. Our motto here is elevating obstacles. We do feel that on this platform, we can take something that's both fun and creative, but also elevate it to an industry that deserves to stand on its own.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the WNL Premier Series Season 4 qualifier out here at Ninja U Obstacle Training Gym in Ankeny, Iowa. Huge shout outs to our course designers Nate Person and Drew Nestor for designing two incredible courses out here today for the weekend even. For the athletes who've been taking on the Premier Series courses here at Ninja U. It's been an incredible weekend, and we're out here with our teen division now. Hello, everyone. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside my co-commentator, Kane Malden, today. Kane, we've got 5 teen athletes out here, and it's been an incredible weekend so far, hasn't it?
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, the general vibe I've been picking up is that these competitors are so strong, yet this course is kind of set in such a certain manner to where it just does not let up the whole way through. We've seldom had finishers on that challenge course. In fact, some down to a hair's width of time. So it'll be interesting to see the teens up. I recognize most of them, if not all of them. So we know their talent levels and what they can put up here.
All right, good. We're going to have a look at our athletes shortly, but before we take a look at them individually, let's have a look at how our athletes got here and what they are competing for today. So, what we have done is we have taken the top 25% of all athletes from the World Championships and their season standings as well, and all of them have gotten an invite to the Premier Series. This goes for a couple athletes as well internationally who might not have gone to the World Championship. So we're great to see them here. All of the qualified athletes have the capability to compete in any of our comps. We have 2 courses we're going to be running today. We have the placement course where if you fall, your run is over. If you run out of time, you're finished. And we also have the challenge course where every athlete has 2 retries and you can only utilize a retry once on an obstacle. The placement course's purpose is to seed the run order for the challenge course, and the challenge course's purpose is to take the top 4 athletes to the Premier Series finals for Season 4 on November 20th, 21st, and 22nd for the Ascend Obstacle Training Marlborough in Massachusetts finals competition. It's going to be very, 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 very fun. I'm very excited to see that, and our teams that are going to be competing today are battling for placements in that competition. Now, because we have less than 4 athletes within our divisions here, there's not really a sense of competition, but it's going to be a competition to get first place nonetheless. All these athletes need to do to get to the Premier Series finals is to get past the 3rd obstacle on the challenge course, and we're going to be seeing them take on the placement course, which is their first course, very shortly.
Yep. I mean, the podium has been decided for the teen males. Think of it this way. But the order, that is what is up for debate. And actually, I recognize pretty much everyone here. All of these competitors have competed in the previous Ninja U qualifier. In fact, if I may go by name, Ava Meyer here, she placed 2nd in the preteen female division. She bumped up. Caroline won the teen female division, and then Miles, I believe, didn't quite make it into the top 4, so there's a bit of redemption in store for him. Savion and Mitchell are also names to look out for because they did really well last season in the preteen male division. In fact, Mitchell completely smashed the challenge course, so who knows?
Absolutely. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Drew Nestor, one of our course designers here, for our demo run on the placement course. The placement course is more so a speed-based course, and it determines the running order for the challenge course. Here we go. Instead of some balance, we've got some monkey bars that we're going to be heading across some running a couple of running obstacles, heading along to some more links around this corner, a PVC pipe, a vertical mat there that you got to be careful on, some big laches, 3 to be precise there, a Kong vault, and then followed by this detriment of an obstacle, the spin board. And then we head up it looks like the 10-foot warp wall right there. It's going to be a very, very fun time for all of these teens to be taking on these courses, and I am really excited to see how fast they can go.
Yeah, picking up the general vibes of what's here, what kind of tech this course challenges, Honestly, I feel like the first obstacle might be easier with the bars, because bar
Possibly.
tech, laches, that's something these guys are more familiar with in general, not footwork. Footwork is the great equalizer of Ninja, I'd like to say.
That's a fair enough optimization to make, but regardless, we're going to be having our first teen runner of the entire Premier Series for 2026. It's going to be Ava Mayer out here coming out of Cedar Falls, Iowa. A local to here. It's going to be exciting to see how she can do on this Ninja U placement course, and she's off.
Ava Meyer, a minute in the tank, and she's off to the races, sprinting into this corner turn. Now, Billy, I believe we've seen quite a bit of trouble on this obstacle, and she's taking a backswing here.
Oh, no, unfortunately, that's not going to be enough power to get to that scarab hold there. That corner has been quite difficult throughout the entirety of this weekend there. The laches and the direction that your body is in when you grab onto each of the holds is different. So you really need to be in control of it. And unfortunately, Ava wasn't fully in control there. We're going to see if our second teen female competitor, Caroline Wilwarding, is going to be able to get through. She's got a lot of titles across multiple different competitions and leagues. So hopefully she can use that experience to her advantage here.
Yeah, that's true. I honestly, I think to get a later placement in the challenge course, you're going to have to send it. And Caroline sprinting into the corner turn here. Let's see if she's got the proper game plan mapped out as the second runner here. She is straightened out here.
Here she goes. Lovely stuff there. She gets the grab onto that scarab, and now the PVC pipe is not a problem either. Moving across the beam there. And now she's setting herself up for some big laches. Easy stuff. Those 3 bars are not a problem over the Kong vault. Now here she goes, coming into the spin board. Can she get it? Yes, she can, Kane. Look at that.
Yeah, Caroline up the warp wall, and with a time of 41.58 seconds, Caroline, our second runner, but our first buzzer of the day, just like that. Or of the division, sorry.
Very, very good there. Love to see it from Caroline there. She's going to be running last on the challenge course when it gets to that for the teen females. But now we're going to swiftly move the attention over to the teen male division, where it looks like we're going to have a couple of adjustments on the corner. I'm trying to have a look here. They're moving a couple of things there, but we're going to be having Miles Knight out here representing a Phil Sen shirt. Love Phil Folsom representation out here on the course, coming out of South Dakota. So one of the more unpopulated states for Ninja, but still the dedication from Miles for getting here is very, very good.
Yeah, Miles last year again. He wasn't able to make it into the top 4, but given that there are 3, Miles has the chance to do it, and I'm super excited to see, with a year of training, his final year in the teen division, what can he do here?
He started Ninja in 2018. He is 119 pounds. He's competed 3 times throughout the season. He's getting ready to go. It looks like he's being iced a tiny bit. I think they're making a couple of adjustments later on in the placement course just to make things a little bit more difficult for our teen males to be completing out here. We can see the team in the distance, but we've also got Miles and the rest of the teen males in Savion Jones and Mitchell Fry in the background there. It looks like we're getting ready to go very shortly. The people at Ninja U have been working tirelessly to make sure that this competition works in their manner, and they have been incredible the entire weekend. We only have one more division after this, being the Elite Division, so let's see what our teens can do to get all of us and the other competitors fired up.
Yeah, the teen female division, it was really interesting because, again, only 2 of them, so it's really kind of an interesting game plan. And, you just gotta send it, I guess. It's kind of negligible, in my eyes, whether you run first or second. I mean, you're probably gonna have a game plan mapped out, and if you flip-flop on what you're gonna do, then that's kind of risky business in and of itself. But still, I think Ava Meyer is more than capable of taking this away, just as capable as Caroline is. It's just up to how she can perform on the challenge course. Ultimately, the placement course is just a warm-up in the swing of things.
You can look at it that way. I mean, the challenge course does have those retries that we're going to be seeing later on in the competition here. They're just fixing a timer issue, it looks like, on site right now. So we'll just give them a bit more time to make sure that's sorted out, to have all of our competitors running smoothly here with all the technical things sorted out. But when these challenges are going to be on the challenge course later on, 10 obstacles on that course as opposed to 8 that we have here on placement. They are very, very difficult. We have a lot of different obstacles within that course, but here are the obstacles that our teen males are going to be facing when it comes to the placement course here. A lot of them very flowy, very speed-based. The fast start has been adjusted to be more upper body-based than lower body, which is honestly, it could be a bit more difficult if you look at it, because going from upper body into lower body can take a bit more time to get properly suited into if you were just going, compared to if you were just going lower body the whole time.
Yeah, but you start lower body and then jump into it, which you typically jump into a series of bars anyhow. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Run for your life. That one's honestly just the. I'm pretty sure that's just the run up to the tight corner. The tight corner, honestly, is the sleeper pick for what's been really troubling our athletes. Because if you get impatient and you try to launch yourself to the next piece of the obstacle when you're not lined up, it can really bite you in the foot.
I suppose you're right. Yeah, the tight corner really has been a culprit for a lot of failures on the placement course throughout this weekend. Second on that list will probably be the spin board, but none of our athletes have had trouble with that yet, even though one person has made it. We're going to have to see if our teen males are able to get through that one. It has been quite tricky, but it's more so a parkour move, if anything. You got to tuck your knees into your body a bit more in order to feel suited, and it looks like we'll be getting back to our fellas here in the teen male division. We've got Miles Knight representing the Phil Folsom shirt. Love to see it. Let's see how he fares.
Yep, Miles also does appear to be on the taller side. His head's about to smack that truss, so he better keep it clear of the scaffolding there.
And he's off and running. Miles Knight moving along through. It looks like they have 45 seconds on this placement course now, so the time has been adjusted. That's what they were doing in our little break there, but Miles is moving very quickly. He's tall and he's got the wingspan to do a bunch of these links, and he's performing incredibly right now.
Yep, Miles long and lanky. That'll help him on the spin board. He sends through and up the 10-foot warp while using the 12-footer to help him get some leverage to reach the buzzer in 26 seconds.
Brilliant stuff there. That's going to be one of the top times, surely. That's going to be a challenge for our following two teen males to follow on with, due to how efficient he was. He didn't really take any breaks at all. He linked basically everything he saw. We're going to have to see if our next competitor, Savion Jones, rocking an afro with the Ninja U shirt, is going to be able to match the caliber. Coming out of Ankeny, Iowa, of course. He's competed 6 times throughout the season. Age 13, he's getting ready to move.
Yep, Miles knows the talent that's coming up, and Savion is one of the strongest athletes I've seen out of this gym. Sending into the corner turn, linking. No surprises here, but takes a backswing on the dismount. Quickly out, though.
Here he goes. He's a second ahead of Miles, though. He's going to try and get the top time. Now 2 seconds ahead. Tucks himself in on that spin board. 2.5 seconds now ahead, and he gets the top time. 23.21 seconds there for Savion. He takes a couple of deep breaths to realize what he's just done on that placement course. It kind of, when you're in a sort of zone, when you go through a course like that at such a fast pace, and it's apparent that he was really, really fast there. So well done to him.
Yeah, Savion, what I noticed between him and Miles, honestly, just as important as doing the obstacles fast is doing the transitions between. Let's see if Mitchell can get in the fray and bump himself into the end of this run order.
Here he goes. Mitchell Fry coming out of Minnesota. Here he moves, age 13, as he moves on through to the corner. A lot of people have had trouble with this, but he's moving through at an incredible pace, just over 30 seconds. He's going to set himself up for these links and pops on through with the underbar dismount. Still about a second ahead of Savion. This is a very good pace.
Oh!
No, is it fine? He's fine. He's fine. He passed the front plane, and that's going to get Mitchell into second place, slotting in between Savion and Miles.
Honestly, he was going super quick, did what Savion couldn't on the corner turn. But I think what separated him from first place was that stumble into the truss there. but still, I mean, a second behind first place in a course like this, that's still such an incredible run from all of our team competitors, quite frankly.
Yeah, very true. All of them put up incredible stuff there. We have 3 for 3 clears on the teen male side of things, with Savion getting the fastest time, but Miles in third is going to have to go first on the challenge course due to his slower clear. And when it comes to our teen females, it looks like that Ava is going to be the person who takes on the challenge course first, because she wasn't able to get the clear. Caroline is going to have to get a couple of extra minutes of inspection, I suppose, when it comes to the challenge course later on. But we're going to take 10 minutes to reset for the challenge course. Kane, what are the closing thoughts on that?
Yeah, this is going to be super interesting considering the small crop of the field. Miles Knight, definitely kind of the oddball here, considering Mitchell is, such an insane ninja. Savion knows how to go fast. So Miles running first, he's going to have to lay it out all on the table and hope that maybe he can run away with the competition victory. But all of these guys really in contention for the gold. We'll just have to see how it plays out.
Indeed so. Thank you guys for watching the placement course. We'll be back with you in around 10 minutes for the challenge course. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back to the WNL Premier Series Season 4 qualifier out here at Ninja U Ankeny in Iowa. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside Kane Maldin here today on commentary. We are on the teen division now. We wrapped up the placement course a bit ago, and now we're moving into the challenge course. How are we feeling, Kane?
It was a very concise, quick stint of placement course runs. It'll also be concise, I guess, for the challenge course, given the small crop of the field. All they'll have to do is beat 4 obstacles. But, you know, these competitors are so unbelievably strong, and we're going to see what they will be taking on here. The boot scoot up first, then we have a few balance obstacles before they get to the 4th obstacle here, I believe. Wingnuts.
Yeah, here they are on Wingnut Way. Here's Drew Nestor, one of our course designers, giving us a demo run on what these athletes are going to be facing. We have some trapezoids being in here, as well as our next obstacle, Cliff Casino. It's been quite a time waster if you're not quick with it. We've seen it in a couple of the past divisions there. Next up is going to be some cane movement. Yesterday it was predominantly ring-based, but now it's going to be canes. We saw this earlier on in the amateur division. Love to see the theme keeping on going here through Drew Nestor's movements now on the demo run. Now next to these next 3 obstacles are very, very time consuming. And here we go with the first one. This is 9 lives.
Yeah, first, the themes of Iowa, very prevalent here with this special delivery that is shaped like Iowa. This falls into place. It locks into sort of like a bear trap sort of apparatus. Then you got to climb your way up, spider flip, Sasuke style, make the jump across. One of the longest, pumpiest obstacles. Little monstro cliff ledge, swingy, thingy, dingy. Then we move on into pool party here, where you got to be really delicate. Do not touch these pool noodles, or you will be losing a retry. Look at that tall one. Sheesh.
It's such a difficult one to get your hands on there with the pool party, but this one is equally as difficult. This is swing around the bogey. Look at that. We have a move that's sort of similar to the katana move from Worlds here. For the females, I think this is. They are going to have a trapeze there to do a one-handed jump onto. For the fellas, it's going to be a special delivery, I think. But now that's the end of the course run. At the end, the time limit's going to be around 3 minutes, essentially. We're going to be very, very, it's going to be a very, very fun time overall on this challenge course. The retries are going to be available, of course, but now it's going to be time to get ready for our teen females to take on this course, starting out with Ava Mayer out here. She was unfortunately unable to complete the placement course, and that's what has put her in the realm for the first person to take on the challenge course out here today.
Yeah, you know, Ava Meyer had a little bit of a slip up, but you know, that's what can happen on a placement course. And hey, if you slip up on the challenge course, there is a bit of wiggle room, so there is that. And that's the essence of the challenge course, really, is that you can really tailor the course to the format. Like, that final obstacle would not work on a flow course. It just wouldn't. It's too hard for a flow course, in my eyes. Unless it's in, like, elite division sort of thing. I just don't see it working in most environments. It's kind of reminiscent of the katana in that way, too. I think it's perfectly tailored for the challenge course.
Indeed so. We're now going to be moving on to our first teen female, Ava Mayer here, coming out of Cedar Falls, Iowa. She picked up Ninja in 2020 and hasn't looked back since. She's competed from Florida to Vegas to California and several states between. And this is a home gym in Ninja U right here. So she's got the home gym advantage through traveling a bunch of competitions here. And Ava is going to be competing on the home turf now. 3 minutes and a half on the time limit as she's moving very quickly and steadily through the beginning of this course.
Yeah, you know, must be an interesting feel going all around the country, but now getting to compete on your home turf. Ava, super comfortable as she moves on to the trapezoids here, straight into that swinging one, and makes the catch straight to that dismount platform. Let's see if she scores big with the Cliff Casino.
Here she goes, just under 3 minutes now on her time. Gonna try and get a bunch of sideways momentum here to get the grab onto the disc. Throws towards it and gets the grab on that ball immediately. Now needs to get another sideways swing onto that second cliff, which has been difficult, but she gets it.
All right, now Ava, has she sharpened up on her cane tech? She's going to chalk up a little bit, shake out. This is where the course really begins to ramp up in difficulty. I mean, if it hasn't already, am I right?
Here we go now, 2 minutes and a half as Ava moves along through to the first cane jump. Not a problem there. On her backswing, she's progressing forward with her cane movements there. Nice way of efficiently getting your momentum forward. She's not going to do the same here. She's going to take a bit more time to size up that final hook. Can she get it? Yes, she does. Easy stuff. Just 2 minutes now as she is going to get the dismount off of that platform now. Coming into 9 lives.
Looks like she's going to hit about halftime here. Still making great work of this course so far, but it doesn't get any easier. The 9 lives here, a bit of a figurative reference to cats, because cat movements is what this challenge is. First up, this dropping board, it's going to fall into place. Can she be the first to make it here? She holds on, but she's slipping far down and loses a retry. Ava Meyer.
This is a really hard one to properly get on your first try, because as soon as you get your hands on that board, your hands are going to be slipping naturally from the bookend style grab that you have to make on that board. So we're taking a bit of time for Ava to just catch her breath, shake out, chalk up, and get ready.
Yeah,
she's got 1 minute and 15 seconds as she moved along into the special delivery. Can she avenge herself this time?
It's such a tough grab. Her hands are going to slide down like they just did there. Ava Meyer, still such an excellent run, was able to really make some headway, and she set the standard for Caroline.
That was
Really
incredible stuff there. A great way to set the standard for our other teen competitors coming soon. Ava did a very good job. Only was a flawless run, essentially, up until the cat grabs there, where unfortunately she couldn't keep the grip. But now Caroline Wilwarding is next up. Caroline, C the Beast, as she said, is 14 years old. She's trained at Ninja U for the past 4 years, where she trains with her younger brother Ryan, Bud the Stud. In addition to Ninja, she also competes in track and field. She can do a 12-foot bar-to-bar lache, and she's notorious for winning a WNL comp while wearing a boot as she was recovering from an injury. She has so much willpower within her to do great things on these courses, and she's showing it right now through this challenge course as she moves through here. And with that, both of our athletes are also qualified for the Premier Series finals, which is great to see.
Caroline pulling out a big skip here, a link there. Whatever it takes, Caroline wants to go back-to-back, win the teen division both years she's eligible in this age group. But Caroline gonna spin around, get onto the bowl. Much more comfortable hold than the disc or these cliff ledges. But Caroline making these cliff ledges look like a bar dead hang.
Here she goes. Easy stuff. Great display of grip there. Now a minute has gone on her time, and she's on the 7th obstacle. This is good pacing so far. Here she goes. Okay, she tried to get some momentum off the block to try and immediately swing off. Can she get it this time? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I like this kind of unhooking on the backswing, and does it in one fell swoop. No extra swings necessary. Once she got going, she really got going on this obstacle. And she wins the competition just like that.
Lovely stuff. 9.5 seconds ahead of Ava to this point. That's going to cement Caroline as your first place finisher for the teen female division. But now she definitely wants to get through the rest of these 3 obstacles now. We just saw that Ava wasn't able to get through the this cat grab here. Let's see, with 1 minute 45 left on the clock, she's going to grab the cliff on the underside of it and also grab onto the bookend. Can she keep her feet away from the ground? She's trying.
Oh, a lot of jolt on the arms. I was worried about her on the backswing, but climbing up to the top, Caroline looking strong here. She can take a moment to breathe before going for the Sasuke spider flip jump here. And she's turning around.
Goes. There we go. Trying to get it more like a cat grab at this point. And she's got it. She gets the grab onto the top. Now she's just trying to get the spin around to the little sombrero hold. I was trying to talk with Megan Budway about what the name of that hold is, and I think sombrero is the most appropriate.
It's true. I see it. Caroline kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, but does at least have the feet involved, so it takes a little bit of strain off the arms. Come on, hold on, Caroline. She's there. Okay.
That was a good job. Good job of using the 5'2" wingspan to her advantage there. She had to basically reach for the sombrero hold as far as she could away from where the board was. But now here we are on pool party. This has been a detriment the whole weekend. This has been a hard one to get past because you need to keep your legs away from the pool noodles, and she knocks it out of place. Gonna have to use her first of 2 retries here, and with time ticking down, I don't know if a buzzer's still in contention.
Yeah, it's just such a hard obstacle. Like, the little kick that comes naturally, that's a part of your lâcher instincts. That's what kicked it off the hinges. And she's just got to be so delicate, so careful! She dodges the noodle, but can't make it to the next bar. Just too high, not far enough.
She was really, really close to getting to that second bar as well, and that was a brilliant run all the way through. Great stuff on the cane tech as well, making sure she had some efficient links there. And the grip on the cliffhanger on the other side of that board was incredible there as well. A lot of endurance in her fingertips. And even when the spin board was giving her trouble, she was able to get through it. But sadly, that's going to be her done for the competition. As we now move on to our 3 teen males here, we're going to be having Miles Knight going first. He was the slowest clear on the placement course, so that is going to have him running first here now. He's been doing Ninja since 2018. He's 119 pounds. Competed 3 times throughout this season from South Dakota, age 14. They're going to be doing a quick modification to the course. I think they're going to switch out a couple of holds specifically for the final obstacle. So we're going to see what these teens are going to be facing.
I do think, well, this was in the mature kids, but I know they would swap out the hold in between the disc and the cliff. They might switch it out for something a little more tricky, or might just remove it altogether. Who knows? I mean, I know they could skip it, especially Miles with that long wingspan and all that.
Very true. You are able to do that, particularly you are in the teen division now. You're able to reach out a bit more due to your wingspan. And the courses in teen are a bit more difficult than the ones in than what the adults might be facing as well. I competed in young adult for a couple of years for reference, and the courses that the adults do are a lot more easier in my opinion than what I faced before. So we're gonna have to see if these teens are gonna have the same type of feeling here as we move on to the first runner here. They're swapping the ring around the bogey back to a special delivery. We've just got confirmation. We can see it in the distance as well. But Miles, repping the Phil Folsom drip, is now going to be on his way through the course.
Yep, Miles grabbing the top of the boot scoot. That's going to help him here to clear the floor and with some airtime as well. Miles moving right along, getting to the 4th obstacle now, so he's already qualified, but he wants more than that, and he's just reaching his way through the wing nuts here.
Here goes Miles Knight moving through. We have the reverse grip on that. That's been a common trend for the male divisions. We have the reverse grab on that second trapezoid. And now for the Cliff Casino. Here they go. It stayed the same. But now we're going to move on. He's going to try and get the link to that dismount, and he's fine. That was a very close one, but he's okay. Now he's moving on to some cane tech. He has the wingspan to just reach out and immediately go for it. Working well for Miles right now. Oh, and he skips it and links. That is impressive moving.
Yeah, Miles, just such incredible swagger on the behalf of him. Let's see, taking a moment to rest. He knows who's coming up next. Again, Mitchell Free, Savion Jones, such incredible athletes, so he really needs to go for broke here if he wants to stay atop the leaderboard.
So he's used about 1 minute and 15 seconds on his clock here, but he's left the board swinging. He's got a grip on it. Can he endure it? Needs to keep hold of his legs there. Keep it going. Come on, he's got to climb up. 2 minutes left. He's locking off. He needs to get the legs up there, which he's got. Now he's got to line up for the cat grab.
Which he can just reach across, because Miles can absolutely dunk on our course designers, it seems. But still going around the truss and onto the pool party. Now, this is where I think his height might be a detriment to him, because he could easily knock the noodles out of frame.
It is possible. He's got a minute and a half to get through this obstacle. No retries have been used yet, but you need to see how much he needs to put his legs in. Ooh, careful. His backside hits the pool noodle, but he's fine. He's clean up to the final obstacle now. He's got a minute and 15 seconds left to go. This is a very, very big situation he's in right now. Taking a bit of time to just get ready to go. 70 seconds left for the ring around the bogey. This is a big moment.
Yeah, Miles here. He's in such a great position in regards to the competition because he's made it to the final obstacle in good time. So he's done all he could, but can he close it out with a buzzer? That's the question.
Here we go, Miles. Gonna get two hands on that bogey. We've seen a lot of people do that. No one has gone for the one-handed approach yet besides Drew Nestor, our course tester. But now Miles is gonna go to the crux point of the day. The one-handed. Can he reach for it? He nearly had it. His fingers were in the hold. But now Miles is gonna have to try again. He's gonna get some chalk. This is dire here.
Yeah, his grab on the special delivery, it could have been a little cleaner. I feel like he might have bumped it and it could have affected his grip. So we're going to see. His second try going to be the charm. Come on.
Here he goes. Needs to get it in. He's got the grab, but is he able to carry through until the time runs out? Here he goes, maneuvering with the sky hooks, and it looks like Miles Knight is our 1-for-1 clear for the teen male division. What a time!
Wow. Okay. First runner up, and he was able to unscramble the puzzle that is the final obstacle. He really took advantage of his frame, and that's what you do in Ninja. You use what cards you have been dealt to their fullest potential. Even with this pool party, he had a lot of close calls, a bit of sway from the pool noodles, but was able to make the special delivery on his second attempt. That's what the retry system is for. Miles Knight slaying the challenge course.
This is a good way to start out our challenge course because we've had 3-for-3 clears on the placement course for the teens. We now have the possibility to have 3-for-3 clears on the challenge course. This is going to be great. Our first teen male division for the Premier Series for 2026. Now we're going to have Mitchell Fry coming along through. He's going to try his best to match Miles.
Yeah, and I've seen Mitchell Free on a challenge course in this facility, and he absolutely wrecked it. So Miles, definitely the score to beat for Mitchell Free here. We're going to see if he can live up to it.
Nice, really good.
Here he goes. Nice links. Great body orientation on those trapezoids. He's on a faster pace than Miles up to this point. Gonna try and keep some efficient moves here coming through the Cliff Casino. Doing very, very well. Nice underbar dismount. He's only used about 35 seconds of his time. And he's moving on through these canes with links. This is brilliant. He's gonna link the dismount. Yes, he is. This is amazing. 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah, doing I don't know, he went for the back hooks only. And that's just insane. But Mitchell Free, even for fast athletes like him, is going to have to slow it down a little bit.
Oh, the slip.
So far down.
He hasn't touched the ground, though. He's going to keep on moving. Mitchell going to carry on through. He's used up about a minute of his time now, just over. Now he's going to keep the grip going onto that board. Now he's moving on to pool party. 31.5 seconds ahead of Miles to this point. Both of his retries still available. He's just going to go straight in. No tiredness at all.
Yes, way to go.
Yep, Mitchell here. Gotta do a little coffin move to shoot himself over the pool noodle. But wait, he has to retry the whole obstacle? I think he made it to the platform.
The platform, the right platform to get onto once you've cleared the obstacle is the box that's right next to that platform. So he's got to do this again, but he seems strong still. He's going to try again. He should have this.
Yeah, a little bit of a silly mistake, but Mitchell can correct on the challenge course. There he goes. Beats it 2 times, basically.
Incredible stuff there. Okay, so we have 24 seconds ahead of Miles. Mitchell is on a very good pace to get through the obstacle. His wingspan, okay, so that's the first time we've seen the one-handed ring around the bogey type move. Is he going to be able to get it into the... Yes, he is! Easy stuff. We're on track, Kane, to get more than one clear for our challenge course, and Mitchell has got it!
Wow, oh my gosh, 2:11? Really? That is just insane. Mitchell linking basically everywhere he could, only went on the back end of these Kane Tech moves. I don't believe it. That is going to be such a tough time to beat. I think the only time he let up even a little bit, even with this misstep where he slipped down, would be on the pool party where he basically had to beat the obstacle twice due to a little platform spillover. But 2 to make it true. He made it through the challenge course in such an incredible time.
That was absolutely incredible. Well done to our kid Mitchell right there. But now we have our fastest placement course finisher, Savion Jones, out here. He wants to match both of the clears that he's seen before him. He knows what he has to do, but does he have the speed and strength to do it here? Let's have a look.
Here we go, Savion. It's going to be tough to beat Mitchell, especially with the kind of resolve that Mitchell had in that challenge course run. However, there is a bit of time to play with, I'd say, especially if Savion can link his way through the wingnuts. Let's see, what's his technique here on the trapezoids?
He's just going to kind of reach out on that first grab, and it's working very well for him. About a second and a half ahead of both Mitchell and Miles now. Going to keep on moving forward. Is he going to get the grab? Oh, no, a hand slip. He's going to have to go back and try that again. That's going to put a dent in his time. But to be fair, Mitchell got to the end of the pool party and had to do it again. So here he goes. Savion.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. He's facing the opposite direction and somehow makes it work like a beast.
Very nice idea. I could see what he's trying to do, and he's linking the Kane moves like we've seen before today.
But now he's swinging off axis. Come on, get a foot on the platform. That'll do.
Easy stuff there. So Savion's going to move right into it. He knows what he has to do if he wants to get first here today. He's going to grab the cliff on his first try, endure the drop and the impact that board has. He's going to try and move up it the opposite way. And then I think he's realized that he kind of has to do it the other way. Keep those legs off the floor, and he hasn't gotten to do that.
Oh no, Savion in kind of a tough position with the final 2 obstacles being so tricky, and now he's out of retries, so he's got to remain perfect for the rest of his run.
Here we go, 2 minutes left to go. He needs to keep those legs off the floor if he wants to get through. Okay, no, he's out. The pole is out of play at the back of that board, and that's going to do Savion in. Unfortunate, we nearly had 3 for 3 clears. Regardless, all of our teen males have moved on to the Premier Series finals, but that's unfortunate there.
Yeah, you know, I can see what he was trying to do there. I think with time and I guess retries against him, he tried to go for broke. Maybe he thought, you know, it was a last-ditch effort to get some room on the leaderboard. But, you know, I appreciate the ballsy strategies here out of Savion for what it's worth. But yeah, that's our top 3 decided. Savion, Miles, and Mitchell running away with his second Premier Series qualifier win in a row, which is crazy. Let's look at the female side of things.
Well done to all of the males and the females who took on the course. Shout outs to Caroline and Ava for also qualifying for the Premier Series finals. They did absolutely incredible. All 5 of our teens did very, very good on our courses here today. Very difficult courses, courtesy of Nate Person and Drew Nestor. Brilliant stuff all around, Kane. I cannot believe we're nearly done with the first weekend of Premier Series already.
Yeah, it was super exciting. We saw a lot of runs here. Our course designers, Drew and Nate, it was just so excellently laid out. I knew Ninja U could put something special up for our competitors. It was tough, but it was fair. We saw plenty of success, but a lot of difficulty, which I love to see. But yeah, any closing thoughts, Billy?
I think it was absolutely brilliant to see all of this amazing ninja skill on show from both the placement course and the challenge course. These teens have really gotten to the point in their ninja career where they have amazing sets of skill and they're able to just apply it to any course they see. I cannot wait to see what these guys are able to do later on in their ninja lives as well when it comes to being in the elite divisions and beyond.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we still have one more division left to go. It is the Elite Division, which should be starting up relatively soon. Yep, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go back about an hour, I believe, for anyone in the Central Time Zone. I think that's, yeah, an hour. Well, it's an hour forward, so I think it would be 3 Eastern Standard. No. It's 1 Eastern Standard. Or Central Standard. Time zones are weird, okay? I'm sorry.
We're aware that time zones are quite a difficulty, but regardless, we have got the elites coming very soon. Well done to all of the teens out here today. Shout out Kane for being a great co-host. And from Billy Dixon and Kane Malden, we will see you guys later for the elites later on and all the rest of these incredible gyms that you've just seen on screen. Take care.